Hi sweet friends, it's Amy and welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we are kicking off my Christmas 2025 decorating series. And we're starting here in our breakfast nook area as usual. Then from there, we'll continue throughout the whole house, space by space and room by room, getting it nice and cozy and just celebrating the Christmas season to come. If you are excited for today's video, definitely give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new and like what you see, I'd love if you would consider subscribing. If you happen to miss any of my previous videos, we've already checked out many of my favorite home decor stores and seen what they had for Christmas 2025. I'll have them linked down in the description box. And I've picked up a few things along the way that I can sprinkle in with my old decor. And so I'm super excited to share my Christmas decorating ideas with you for this season. So without further ado, friends, let's go ahead and get started decorating. I hope you enjoy the series and the kickoff to my Christmas decorating here in our breakfast nook. Now that the breakfast nook is all clean and ready, it's time to start adding those magical Christmas touches. The space feels so bare right now, but that's about to change. The first place I'm starting is with our light fixture. Last year I tried adding garland in our dining room, and I absolutely loved how that turned out, so I thought, why not bring that same cozy charm in here? This garland has a pretty mix of red berries and little pine cones, and it's nice and lightweight, which makes it easy to work with. I'm wrapping it around the bottom of the fixture and securing it with some short zip ties, just to keep everything in place. After fluffing each branch, I'm going to take another strip of garland, cut it to size, and drape it over the top. I think it's going to dress up the light fixture beautifully and create that perfect festive focal point for our breakfast nook. And once the top garland is situated how I like it, I'll go ahead and finish things up by snipping off the ends of those zip ties. Now I'm moving on to the wall decor, and since I love decorating with gingerbread, I couldn't resist adding this wall art piece that reminds me of a little gingerbread house. It has such a pretty neutral look, but if you look closely, there are subtle pops of red on the wreaths and berries, and I'm so excited to play off those accents this year with red candles and bows for the candle sconces I've had here before. To dress up the sconces a bit more, I'm adding a small pine napkin ring first, then securing the bow with some floral wire so that it doesn't get too bulky. And a quick little tip, if your taper candles tend to wiggle in their holders, just wrap a small strip of aluminum foil around the base. It helps keep them standing nice and straight. Since we're already in the wall decor hanging mode, let's pop over to the wall next to our coffee bar. Last year, I added these wooden snowflakes that I embellished with a little puff paint to give them that sweet gingerbread look. But this year, I wanted to change things up just a bit and make them look like a coordinated set. So I'm adding this beautiful red velvet ribbon behind them to tie everything together. I already had some nails in place on the wall, so I just poked a small hole through the ribbon and slipped it right over the nails. Then I'll come back in and hang my gingerbread-inspired snowflakes on top to create the cutest little DIY wall display. It's simple, festive, and ties in perfectly with the gingerbread theme I'm sprinkling throughout the space. To top it all off, you'll see I'm adding another red velvet bow right above the snowflakes. I already had a small hole here from before, so I'm slipping the wire right down inside that opening to perfectly hang it in place. Now, over at our coffee bar, I always love to add a little hot cocoa station for Christmas. It's one of those special touches that just makes the whole space feel extra warm and festive, and my family always looks forward to it. This year, I'm bringing in a few gingerbread pieces to tie everything together, and of course, that will house our hot cocoa and some of our favorite toppings. My favorite way to make hot cocoa is to add a few red hots into the mug. It gives it just a hint of cinnamon spice. Then I like to top it with whipped cream, marshmallows, and some festive sprinkles. That's my go-to. The rest of my family tends to stick with the classic hot cocoa and marshmallows, so I didn't go quite as over the top with the toppings like I have in previous years. But it's such a simple setup and it still feels so cozy and special. Let me know down below what's your favorite way to make your hot cocoa. I always love decorating these floating shells seasonally, but there's just something about Christmas that makes them extra fun. This is where I like to mix in lots of platters, cutting boards, plates, and bowls, and then I'll sprinkle in some festive touches. I'm adding a few gingerbread houses, a bit of greenery with pops of red and green, making sure to balance everything from top to bottom and side to side so the shelves feel full but still visually even. You'll see for Christmas, I really lean into a more fully decorated look. It just makes the space feel more warm and inviting. Adding lots of garlands and twinkle lights is one of my favorite ways to bring a space to life. It just adds that instant Christmas magic. So, of course, I had to add in some twinkle lights here too. Now, these are on a timer that come on in the evenings, and when they do, it gives this whole nook this calm, magical glow that feels like Christmas has truly arrived. Now that the shelves and coffee bar area and cocoa station is set, we can move on to the table setting. Now I've gathered all the pieces that I think will layer nicely together. I'm starting with these red and white fringe placemats. Now I picked these up at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. I'm also going to be using this green charger with the subtle gold dusting along its ruffled edges. I'll also be adding a few new pieces this year, a gingerbread snowflake and gingerbread salad plate, and I'll layer them on top of this speckled cream dinnerware with brown trim. I love how the neutral dinnerware really lets the gingerbread pieces shine while nicely tying everything together in a warm and festive way. To finish off the place settings, I'm adding these red napkins to the sides. This year, I'm just wanting to add a little bit more red than previous years, and I think it adds just the right pop of color without feeling overwhelming. I'm also going to add these gingerbread-inspired napkin rings that I found last year. Then I'm going to tuck a small piece of greenery with red berries. This is the same greenery that I used over on the coffee bar, so the two spaces feel connected and cohesive. It's a simple touch, but it really brings the Christmas theme together across the room. For the table centerpiece, I'm creating a little gingerbread house village. Right in the center, you might remember this larger gingerbread church. I actually just found it at TJ Maxx, and I absolutely love the sparkly details. It even lights up, which makes it look so pretty at night when we're sitting down for dinner. Across the pine table runner, I'll add a few more gingerbread houses, along with little trees and gingerbread people to complete the village. I love how it brings a whimsical, festive touch to the table. Each year, I like to start here in the breakfast nook with my Christmas decorating. It's a smaller space, so it feels less intimidating and helps to really get my creative juices flowing. Plus, setting up the hot cocoa station is a perfect little treat while I'm decorating. Next time, we'll be over on the other side of the kitchen, and in that video, we'll be adding a gingerbread Christmas tree, the first of many trees we'll decorate together, plus rolling out some new Christmas rugs I ordered from Amazon to see how they look. We'll also create some festive countertop vignettes and much more, so I hope you come back to see how the rest of the kitchen turns out. All right, sweet friends, that pretty much wraps up the decorating here in our breakfast nook, as well as the kickoff to my Christmas decorating series. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful or enjoyable in any way, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. And if you are new or haven't subscribed quite yet, I would love if you would consider subscribing before you click out. I'd love for you to join me as we continue to deck the halls this holiday season. Well, as always, I love to end our time together by sharing God's Word. Today, I'll be reading from Psalms 96, verses 11 through 13. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant and everything in them. Then all the trees of the forest will sing for joy. Let all of creation rejoice before the Lord, for He comes. He comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world in righteousness and the peoples in His faithfulness. All right, well, I thank you so much for joining me. I just love the start of the season and then throughout. I love to deck the halls and make our home feel cozy and festive for a celebration for Jesus' birth. Well, I hope to see you back next time. And until then, take care and God bless, friends. Bye, Merry Christmas, and happy decorating.